Hello my lovelies, welcome back to another video. Today we have what is blocking this connection. So this video is kind of going to be more like what in your head is blocking it, what in your head or your person's head is kind of stopping this relationship progressing and moving forward. So it's kind of for people who are in stagnant energies and there's a lack of movement and progression here. So go ahead and take a look, see which pile you're most drawn to. We have pile 1, 2 and 3. So yeah, take a look and let's get straight into it. Pile number 1, you guys picked this cluster crystal. Let's go ahead and see what's blocking your connection. So why is this connection not progressing, not moving forward? We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Hanged Man, the Hermit, Three of Cups, King of Pentacles in reverse. Let's move these. We also have the Five of Cups, okay? And the Four of Wands. Okay. So what is blocking this connection? I think we have some overthinkers here. Now, I'm just going to say, take this as it resonates. So this could be about you or your person. It's kind of picking up on joint energies and what needs to be addressed for both of you. So there is a focus on more sexual, the more sexual area of the relationship. So you guys could be kind of more casual, or when you guys were seeing each other, it could have been more sexual based, especially for the other person. I'm picking up on if you guys are the feminine energy and you're dealing with the masculines, whoever the masculine energy is here is not emotionally ready. They're not emotionally mature enough. They haven't healed. There was this kind of missed opportunity here. There's almost a focus on the past. So there's people, one of you or maybe both of you is thinking kind of too much on the previous things that happened. So what went wrong or why you guys are not moving forward. There's kind of this focus on what didn't happen or what happened incorrectly, There's a real focus on that. And I do see that you guys both want this Four of Wands. So in terms of that, it's kind of like, well, you both want it, so why are you not going to get it? And really, I think here, we just have some overthinkers. We have some people who are just overthinking this connection a little bit too much. They're really in their heads, okay? They could be an air sign. You could be dealing with an air sign or somebody. There's a lot of air here to me. You guys are just really in your heads, and if neither of you have come forward, it's because you're both in hermit mode, I feel. Or maybe somebody made a move and it almost wasn't reciprocated. You're both in hermit mode. So to me, this kind of shows you're both trying to like work out how to move forward. Especially, I feel the person who's watching this is very focused on how to progress this, or at one point was very focused on how to progress this. And yeah, hermit mode was kind of, or is kind of the vibe of this, very in your head thinking, what should I do next? Calculative, calculating your next move. And I think almost you've thought it so much and you've built it up so much in your head, the act of actually following through with it scares you shitless, It's like really scary. So I speak with confidence because the world needs my light. Releasing anger from the past sets me free in the present. Yeah. See, did you see what I mean? There's something about the past, or kind of like this lack energy of like something not happening. And you guys are like fixated on it. I allow people to witness their behavior so I can help them move beyond it. When I respect my money respects me. When I feel blocked, emotionally distressed or overwhelmed, I turn to my breath. Okay, so yeah, there is this kind of, especially with this money thing coming up next to the King of Pentacles in reverse, I do feel as though somebody could be having some financial difficulties. There is definitely some sort of focus not being fully invested in this. So this other person could have a lot going on. This could be, if you guys are younger, something to do with school, university, college. They could be more focused on their schoolwork, exams, things like that. Or if you guys, you know, are in the adult world of working, or even if you guys are just, you know, working and you guys are young people, there's this emphasis on that. So in some respects, your other person, or maybe you, is kind of more focused on progressing their money, and there's almost, you know, too much going on. This person still thinks of you a lot, you know, I mean, for sure they still think of you, Hanged Man, but they have like 10 different things going on, and it's kind of hard for them to invest the time that they need with you, okay? Somebody has some self-confidence issues, 100%. I mean, I even picked that up here with the Five of Cups. Somebody has some serious self-confidence issues. Somebody is speaking negatively to themselves as well. I'm really getting that. I'm hearing the word I hate myself. So somebody, especially physically, I think, is really not loving themselves and their body and their physical appearance. And obviously when we speak negatively to ourselves and we affirm these things, you know, saying things like, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I'm worthless, this, that, and the other, you know, you're putting that energy out into the universe. Now, that could be you, that could be your person. Either way, somebody has to deal with their self-confidence issues because, I mean, I don't want to quote RuPaul, but, you know, how are you going to love yourself if you can't love... Wait, what is it? How in the hell are you going to love yourself if you can't love anybody else? No, that's not right. What am I saying? You guys know what I mean, you know. How are you going to love somebody else if you can't love yourself? That's what I mean. You guys know. But yeah, so there's like this issue, like you can't be loving somebody else if you aren't loving to yourself, because how do you expect somebody else to love you? Releasing anger from the past sets me free in the present. I mean, we've picked this up already. You know, this focus on the past, I think especially from your side, is really detrimental to the future. You know, you guys, if you are wanting to move forward with somebody, you have to release the past. You know, you either forgive them and you try and work this out, or you try and, you know, move forward, or you don't forgive them and you move on and you leave this connection behind. You can't have both. You really can't try to progress with them and try to move forward with them while still holding past resentment and anger. It's not healthy, and it's not something that, you know, will make a blossoming, you know, beautiful connection, because you'll be so focused on the past. So if they really hurt you, you know, you may have to come to this decision. You know, they weren't putting in the effort, they weren't doing this, that, and the other. Do you want to, you know, give them another chance, or do you want to move on? You have to make the decision. And I think there's kind of, with this pile, it's kind of in this state of limbo. It's like, well, you're mad at them, but you still love them and you still want to move on with them. It's like you have to decide. I allow people to witness their behaviour so I can help them move beyond it. Yeah, so this could be a karmic relationship for sure. I mean, if you guys are like teaching each other lessons, that's very karmic-y to me, you know. So you guys are really teaching each other, but the lessons just haven't been learned. You know, the lessons haven't been taught. This other person is kind of not ready to learn. They're kind of in this state of like blocking out their emotions, I think, and that's kind of thus blocking the connection moving forward. There could be somebody else involved, maybe. I'm getting third party a little bit. Yeah, whether that's like past trauma with somebody else or whether they're speaking to someone else, you guys will know. Take that one as it resonates. When I feel blocked emotionally, distressed, or overwhelmed, I turn to my breath. Somebody has anxiety, I feel. A time to give rather than take. A new romantic cycle begins. Yeah. Focus. Why are you guys so focused on the past? You know, you're blocking it. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah, 100%. Hold your vision. Yeah. With these cards, what I'm getting here is, if, you know, kind of like what I said, if this is something you really feel like you want, kind of like, what's stopping you guys? What is the only thing stopping the power of you is yourselves, you know. There is, you know, so much attraction here, especially physical. You know, with this pile, I'm getting a lot of physical attraction, sexual attraction, right? You guys may never have been official. You guys may not have even communicated your feelings with each other. Something along those lines. There's a lot of pride. Nobody wants to be the first one to come forward. You know, this is really ego work. If you guys are wanting to, like, work on yourselves, you know, self-help type thing, with this, I feel as though it's kind of going to need to be, like, obliterating your ego, because you guys are running on pride. You know, I don't want to be the first one to come forward, or someone may feel, I've made the moves, you know, it's their turn. This is really your ego talking. And if this is something that you truly want, you know, hold on to it and don't allow your ego and this negative way of thinking to get in your way, because I do see that that's kind of what's blocking it. I go back to the King of Pentacles in reverse, you know, emotional immaturity, especially from the other person's behalf. You're blocking it. You're blocking this new romantic cycle. Yes, it's a time to give to the other person, you know. Don't take. I think that's more for them. Really, reciprocation needs to be made. And, you know, if this other person has made effort with you in the past and you've been kind of cold or standoffish, it's time to show your interest and to give back to them. If it's the other way around, it's time for them to make their move. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, doing the healing work is hard. But you guys need to go into hermit mode and just get clear about what it is you want, you know. Overthinking this isn't going to help. I've seen overthinking and things like that be the ending of relationships, because it's like, as I said before, you build it up so much in your head, it just, like, obliterates the connection and the free-flowing, you know, flashy banter type thing. You know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. It blocks that. This overthinking hanged man energy blocks the natural connection. And nervousness, I'm picking up someone shaking. So, yeah, man, I mean, release the past. This is kind of the main message for you guys, I think. Releasing the past, working on your self-confidence, realizing exactly what it is you guys want, get really real, get you know, get it in your head, like, this is what I want, affirm it to the universe and it will be so, you know, work out what's best for your higher self and flow with it. So yeah, that's kind of what's blocking the connection, I think. Just egos and this pride and the past. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys would like any type of readings with me, you can drop me an email. My Twitter is below as well. You guys can DM me on there. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings to you guys, and I'll speak to you really soon. Bye, guys. Pile 2, welcome. You guys picked this little purple. Well, I think it's actually just the same as this one, but dyed. But yeah, you guys picked this one. It's really pretty. Let's see what you guys got. What's blocking this connection? Okay. 7 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Oh, this is my twin flames, is it? Oh my gosh, what is that noise? Empress, 8 of Swords. Oh my gosh, let's move these. This is like such delicate work. So you guys could be twins. May not, you don't have to be. You know, if you guys aren't twins, you guys are just mirroring each other's energy massively. Really, with, you know, I'm getting whoever the masculine energy is here is blocking out the feminine energy. You know, you can see he has his back to her. Okay, so what is blocking this connection? Well, somebody is feeling trapped in their current circumstances. Somebody may feel trapped emotionally. Somebody feels as though they can't come forward and express their feelings as kind of because of a fear of judgment. You know, you're both in hostile energies, and even if you're like, well, I'm not being hostile, you are. I really pick that up with this energy. Both of you are kind of like a little bit unapproachable to the other one, you know. Someone has a lot riding on this. Maybe the person watching, I feel. You guys are putting a lot of emphasis and importance on this connection, right? Yeah. It's almost... What I'm getting is it's almost like you guys are... I don't want to say obsessive, but a little bit... you think about this a lot, and it means really like a lot to you, right? It's like... Yeah, it's very... There's an emphasis on kind of the severity of the situation to someone. Like somebody thinks about this pretty much all day, every day. That's probably what this energy is, you know, very trapped in your own thoughts. Yeah, you're always thinking about it. You're always thinking about this other person. You're always wondering. You know, that with this pile, it may have been lack of communication and lack of kind of knowing where you stand. This person was not very upfront with you. They kind of dropped breadcrumbs and kind of gave you little segments of their feelings on the truth and like almost hinted and clued, but they never outright said, I'm into you, or you know, very King of Swords energy, very like you never got like closure or confirmation of your feelings, I feel. And it's really put a heavy burden on your back here. You know, there's an imbalance here. I'm just going to say it. There's a very big imbalance. Somebody is carrying this connection and the other person is kind of on a bit of a free ride. You know, I'm not saying that they're not into it at all. I think they are, but somebody is kind of getting off, you know, somebody's making more effort than the other person. Somebody's making more effort. I think you know, somebody is very beautiful, very kind soul, and whoever this is really being taken for a bit of a ride here. Let's see what else we get. Whenever I compare myself to others, I simply say this prayer: the light I see in them is a reflection of my inner light. I let my intimate relationships be my greatest learning device for spiritual growth and healing. Yeah, this is very twin flamey, I'm getting. I can think my way out of fear. I make time to recharge my battery. The world needs my energetic light. When I honor my feelings, I find my power in powerfulness situations. Okay, so yeah, there's like limiting beliefs here. Sorry, my loves, there was someone at my door. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I think somebody just feels like emotionally exhausted, and like somebody has just put the thing that's blocking this is an imbalance, for sure. You guys are on different energetic fields, and you guys are putting in, you know, different, massively different efforts here. This is very like, as I said, with you guys coming up in the same suit, is kind of mirroring and kind of can be twin flame, doesn't have to be, as I said, but it's almost like the runner and chaser vibes, you know. Somebody's just really trying, somebody's really putting in, or maybe in the past somebody was really trying, somebody was really putting in effort, and this was just not reciprocated, and the other person, you know, had their ego pumped by you. You know, they knew that you were interested, and they were very, you know, strategic with how they behaved around you. This led somebody to, you know, this could be you, this could be someone else, you know, your person, but for most of you, I feel this is you. You really compared yourself to other people, and you had this, they could have been involved with someone else, or they could have been speaking to people, you could have seen them out with people, and you started to compare yourself. This could even be subconsciously, but somebody, you know, began to compare themselves to others, which is sad. This has brought about a hell of a lot of spiritual growth for you, I think. You know, I'm just going to say that because really relationships are all about growing, you know, we're always learning. But this relationship has brought about growth, which is brilliant. Again, if you guys are twins, you know, that's very, somebody awakens spiritually 9 times out of 10. You guys do have a fear of rejection, okay? That is again blocking the connection, especially your fear of rejection. I feel over theirs, they definitely have a fear of rejection too. But they're just quite enjoying you. I mean, this energy could have changed, right? You could now be in Queen of Swords energy too, where you're like, I'm not chasing you. So you guys could have no connection. But in the past, no communication, my bad. But in the past, there was definitely the runner-chaser vibe. And if there still is, fine. But you may have moved out of that by now. No matter what your gender is, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you guys just need a minute. I feel especially you need a minute to, like, compose yourself and, like, get your energy back because you spent so long running after this person. So I feel what is blocking this is a big imbalance. And you really need to go with your feelings here. You know, you may have felt powerless, and the other person had all the power. It's time to reclaim it. Your commitment is being tested. Prosperity lies ahead. Take time to breathe out. Believe in the impossible. You know what? Sometimes I hate twin flame reads because they're so confusing. And that's really what I'm getting here, right? Is like confusing. Well, you know, this person has really not shown a massive amount of interest in you. However, their feelings are there. You know, they're mirroring your feelings pretty much. Because this person is a mirror of you. So they're mirroring your core feelings. And it's saying that what you're going through right now is a test. From the universe, or maybe from your person for some of you, but for most of you from the universe. You know, this relationship does have a future, prosperity does lie ahead, but you need to take some time to heal, because I feel for you guys, you know, as I said, you've been putting in so much effort, you've almost neglected yourself. You know, Empress energy, come on now. It's time to step into your power, take time for yourself, fuck this other person, you know, if they don't see your value, fuck them, you know. Get them out of your life, for the meantime anyway. You know, it's take some time for yourself. For you guys, it's like go into hermit mode. Take some time to just, some quiet time. You've been working too hard. You've been putting too much into this connection. And it's time to just take a step back now and just give it to the universe. Have trust. If it's meant to be, it will be. You know, if this is supposed to be yours, it will come back to you. But now you need to focus on yourself. Energy shift. Shift that energy. Show this person you're not going to chase them anymore. It's not fair for them to expect you to. A balanced relationship, there is no runner and chaser. You know, the spiritual community and the twin flame community almost normalize this behavior, this running, chasing behavior, and it's not normal. It's not healthy, and it's not normal. I mean, I don't want to sit here and preach to you, but it's not. For the chaser, it's incredibly detrimental. It makes you feel not good enough, and you are good enough. You know, Empress energy, whether you're man, female, non-binary, it really doesn't matter. You are good enough, my lovely. And don't allow this person to knock your confidence, feel like you have to chase them. No, take this time, heal yourself, come back out, you know, come back out a bad bitch. If It doesn't matter. Come back out better than ever. Take some quiet time. You know, get really quiet on social media. Get quiet. Make them wonder where you are. Stop communicating with them. Stop the imbalance. You know that it's yours if you still want it. You know, believe in the impossible. Believe, you know, they might come back to me. If the universe wants this to happen, it will. But for now, take time for yourself. Set yourself free from this. If you guys ever need anything, my DMs on Twitter are always open to you. If you guys want to purchase a reading, check out my Twitter. My pins have all my prices. You guys can email me if you don't have Twitter. Everything will be in the description. I really hope that this resonated with you. Thank you so much, lovelies, and I will speak to you guys really soon, okay? Mwah. Hey, hello, my lovelies. You guys are pile 3. You picked Smoky Quartz. I love this. I got this on Depop from a lovely lady. Shout out to her if she's watching. Okay, let's see. What's blocking your connection? The World. Knight of Wands. 6 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Queen of Cups. 2 of Swords. And the Hierophant. Okay. There's a lot of hurt here. Let me move this down so you guys can see. Yeah, straight up there's a lot of hurt. For you guys, for some of you there may be some distance that is slowing this connection down. Okay, you guys may live kind of far apart or something, or there could just be an emotional distance between you. I feel as though somebody here has been really hurt before. Somebody may, you know, this other person may have hurt you, or you may have hurt them, and there's quite a big focus on that. Or this may mean childhood trauma or trauma from a previous relationship. But really what I'm getting with this card is being held back by the past, being held back by your own limiting beliefs, and being held back by fear, really. Okay, so there is this need of like cutting something off. You know, 2 of Swords, walking away, 6 of Swords. This could be third party, okay? They may have been involved with somebody, or you may have been involved with somebody or something. But really, for most of you, what I'm getting is the need to walk away and cut off this old mindset. This need to walk away from your past self and realize that's not you anymore. You know, some of you may have low self-worth. Some of you may not practice self-love. You know, with the World, some of you may dislike your bodies. I think really, you know, there's this confidence issue again. Especially physically, you know, we have this pile has limiting beliefs, you know, negative self-talk, negative body image, things like that, and kind of focusing in on the negative parts of yourself and feeling really, you know, down and isolated. You know, there's the focus on that, and that could be you. If that doesn't resonate, then that could be where your person's at. But there's definitely this need to grow and cut that off, because really it's creating an imbalance. You know, the Hierophant is all about being on different pages. If I'm being honest, I feel as though one person is quite stable. You know, Queen of Cups, somebody is very sure of their emotions, knows what they want, is very in their feels, and the other person is kind of all over the place. So really take that as it resonates. You know, work out which one you are and which one is the other person. But yeah, I do feel very different levels in the two people here, you know, you and the person you're inquiring about. Yeah, someone is just stuck in like a negative mindset, and it's making kind of an imbalance. And I think, you know, if you're worried like, why is this person not moving towards me, and you're Queen of Cups and you're very, you know, in your feels, and you know, you kind of, for the most part, you know, you have growing to do, but you don't have anything massively wrong, and you're wondering, why is this other person not coming towards me? I do feel as though it's because they're dealing with a lot of negativity. They just really don't like themselves. Again, if this is your that could be you, and they could be Queen of Cups, you know, take it as it resonates. Let's have a look. I dish out compliments sincerely. Okay, so yeah, again, there's this kind of lack of self-confidence, because these, to me, these Miracle Now cards are what we need to work on, you know, affirmations we should say. So there's this lack of self-confidence, and they don't compliment themselves, or you don't compliment them yourself. In the midst of a meltdown, I breathe through the discomfort and come out the other side. Yeah, so anxiety, again, kind of linking to this ten of swords here, you know. Somebody does deal with anxiety, deals with a lot of fear. A lot of fear. It's something that they struggle with. They could have a fear of rejection, or you may have a fear of rejection or something. When I move my body, I bust through all that blocks me from excuse me. Let me start that again. When I move my body, I bust through all that blocks me from my true health and vitality. Yeah, so somebody is incredibly unhappy with their body and their physical appearance. They feel very insecure. They have a very low kind of self-confidence. They're not really feeling themselves. You know, when you look in the mirror and you kind of just pick out everything that's wrong with you. Somebody definitely in this relationship, or this, whatever it is very much like that. Just a real focus on the negatives. So I feel that what's blocking this connection is they don't love themselves, or you don't love them yourself enough to be able to love someone else. Kind of like the other pile. I trust that my gut reaction is the truth underneath the surface of my fears. Okay, so intuition is blocked. I make decisions from a place of intuition and power. Mad. As I said, that card was, you know, the next card. So yeah, intuition is blocked. All of these negative, you know, this negative talk and this negative way of thinking is blocking someone's intuition here. So there's definitely like this lack of understanding, because, you know, we all have these gut feelings, intuition, whatever you want to call it, about things, about whether, you know, someone likes you, about all this kind of thing. And somebody's is very blocked, so that kind of makes it hard to progress forward. So I do feel as though this person who is hurt is probably your person. For some of you that may be you, but I feel as though this person who you're inquiring about is incredibly hurt, and they just aren't ready, you know. That's kind of why this isn't moving, because it can't move anywhere, you know. This more than any pile, to me, shows this person just not being emotionally stable and just not being ready for a relationship. They don't even like themselves. Like, it's not like with the other pile, it was kind of like about self-love, lacking that. With this pile, they actually like dislike themselves. I feel, again, this could be you. I don't want to keep saying that, but take it as it resonates, you know. But for most of you, yeah, I feel like your person really doesn't like themselves, and they may have a fake confidence about them. So you may be watching this and thinking, what, like, my person's so confident. But for a lot of them, it's just a facade. Especially with the world coming through, you know, they may have this fake sense of confidence. But really underneath that is limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, a hate for their body, constantly finding imperfections in themselves, thinking that they aren't good enough for you. I think that's really a big thing. Just feeling not good enough, and like you're out of their league, and like, what's even the point in trying, almost. This is quite heavy energy, this pile, you know. This person may be going through a tough time, very, very hurt and traumatized from their past. They could have been in a relationship with somebody who made them feel like shit. Emotions are running high. So for you, in terms of, you know, why this isn't moving forward, I think emotions may be clouding somebody's judgment a little bit. Yeah, it's time to release negativity. This person or you, you know, in some cases it may be you, whoever is thinking this way needs to release these negative thoughts and emotions, because when we put that out to the universe, you know, I'm not good enough for this person, I feel like shit, I'm ugly, I'm fat, I hate myself, I hate my body, no one's ever going to love me, that's what we attract. You know, we attract that to us. And this negative self-image is really detrimental. Adjustments are required, okay? So yeah, this needs to be balanced out. Especially if this is you. If you're the person watching this and you know that I'm talking about you, you know, just try to practice some self-love. It's so hard. I struggled with body image pretty much my whole life. So, you know, I completely understand. But this one says balance spirituality and practicality, okay? So kind of the saving grace here could be your spirituality, you know, develop yourself spiritually. Again, kind of like the last pile, it's time to focus on yourself right now. It's time for them to focus on them, for you to focus on you. Build yourself up. And if this is something that you truly want, work on yourself and revisit it, because I just don't think that this is your time. Somebody, I don't know which one of you it is, because it's different for all of you, you know, this is a very general reading, but somebody is just not ready. Definitely you guys are on different pages in your life. I feel like I'm gonna get blasted in the comments for that, but I just feel like you guys, you know, I have to be honest, I just feel like you guys are very different, and you know, there are feelings involved, okay, for sure, Queen of Cups, you know, there are romantic feelings, but at this moment in time, I just don't see that it's energetically matching, and there's just too much healing to be done for it to be now. You know, that's not saying in 6 months' time, this is still going to look like this, you know. In 6 months' time, come back to the channel and, you know, get another pick a card reading, and you may see something completely different. But at this moment in time, I just feel like you both need to heal. One person in particular massively needs to heal some trauma. Self-confidence is a big deal here. But yeah, that's, I feel, what's blocking it. And I think, honestly, as soon as you guys heal, you know, try to heal these really deep set wounds, because there are so many emotions, you know, you guys can come back to each other. It's so possible for you to go out, heal yourself, for them to go out and heal themselves, and then for you guys to reunite, and get back on track. But all I'm saying is, for this moment in time, for right now, focus more on yourself rather than the relationship, and I think that will do wonders. And do it for yourself. Don't do it for the relationship, do it for yourself, you know. If you would like any more information, I do offer private readings, personal readings. I'd be happy to help you. Thank you so very much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video and all that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.